Hey you guys, welcome back to some more 99. Last episode was just kind of our introduction to the third episode. So we got a little bit of just kind of the usual stuff, you know, the kind of usual build up. And then the branch ended up shifting pretty early on, where instead of Sora talking to Haruka, we were the ones to talk to her. And so we've been kind of building up this relationship just a little bit. And now here we are. So we are waiting for Senpai in the courtyard. Very soon I'm going to meet Commander and Ghost. On the surface, it's going to look like I'm double-crossing Kujo and everyone else belonging to, what did Yuki call our group again? The Valhalla Society. Anyways, I'll be betraying everyone. Meaning I won't be able to go to our regular meetings at 9 Ball. I've got to make it look like I'm keeping my distance from my comrades, or I won't be able to sell my story. When we met him, Commander was wearing our school's uniform. For all I know, he could be watching me from somewhere right now. Hence, why it would be better if I wait for Senpai alone without any of my friends nearby. It'll make me look more trustworthy. I hope. Of course, I don't know if Commander's watching me, so this is really for my peace of mind than anything. Also, while Kujo and Sora did agree to stay away, they didn't look happy about it. Still, you can never be too paranoid, I think. Better to take every precaution. Senpai came from the direction opposite the one I was looking in, so I didn't notice her until she was standing right next to me.
いえ、大丈夫です。あ、どうぞ。
What's wrong?
男子苦手でしたね。
Oh, yeah.
俺、もうちょっと離れます。
Like, I totally forgot, because, like, last episode, she was opening up to us quite a bit. Like, she was actually talking and, like, giving us full sentences. She puts a hand on her chest and takes a few deep breaths. After hesitating for a bit, she finally gathers her resolve and sits down next to me. Hey, no worries.
本当、俺の方こそすみません。大丈夫ですか？怖くないですか？俺。
I don't know, if you ask Sora, you'd probably be scary all the time, but... Oh, there's one of the new sprites.
そうですか。
I'm not sure anyone's ever called me kind and understanding before. It's kind of embarrassing. Fidgeting awkwardly, I clear my throat and try to get the discussion back on the topic.
それで、リグベーダの2人には。はい。心配していたんですけど、思ったより感触が良くて。俺を仲間にすることに対して。はい。興味があるから、すぐに会おうって。待ち合わせ場所はどこですか？神社です。高峰君は先に向かうと言っていたので。高峰君？司令官さん。
Oh yeah, he doesn't know.
下の名前はレンヤ君。高峰レンヤ。もしかしてこの騒ぎが起こる前から知り合いだったんですか？司令官さんのことは前から。
Oh, okay.
サイトでやり取りして知っていたんですが、クラスメイトとは知らなくて。ネットだけの付き合いだったけど、今回の件でクラスメイトだったことが分かったと。
I mean, I've actually met a few of my best friends in life online. So, I mean, sure, you can have internet friends. I mean, obviously, they were a little bit closer to each other. My friends were like... One of them was a state away. Okay, right? You know, not too far. And then one of them was like... very far away.
そうです。はい。すごい偶然だな。
Though I guess it's just like how I've been meeting fellow users in quick succession too. First Kujo, then Sora, then Yuki. I wonder if users or maybe the artifacts they hold are drawn to each other.
ごめんなさい。うまく話せなくて。え?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
すみません。いきなり黙っちゃって。
She probably thought it was her fault I fell silent. I'll save any more brooding for when I'm back home. For now, I'll need to steel myself to meet Commander and Ghost.
じゃあ行きましょう。先輩。はい。新見さんは まま話せるんですが、高峰君と話すときはもう一人の私に変わっちゃうと思います。
Huh. So that's good. At least she trusts us more than him.
もう一人の
Understandably.
女王様みたいな
Head of the royal family.
あ、
She looks down, blushing slightly. I probably shouldn't have phrased it like that to her face, huh?
なんか
Maybe.
例え方が
いえ、ですそうです。女王様というかお嬢様というか。
あ、お嬢様そう表現すればよかったな
Yeah. I mean, I don't think his first analogy was super disrespectful, but it's just kind of how it is.
もう一人の私は堂々としているので、高峰君と話すときはつい変わっちゃって。
あいつらの理想に共感できないとかそういうのを抜きにしても苦手だったりします
I mean, he has that very kind of upfront, chuny personality, so I'm sure certain people would have trouble with him.
こんなこと言うのよくないんですけど、圧が。
I purse my lips angrily at that. I have to keep my mouth shut or I'll end up laughing at the unintended double entendre. Forceful, huh? I get what she means. That chuny edgelord's definitely intimidating. Not
同じ
really.
アニメが好きなその同行の師ではあるんですけど、急に手を広げたりとかビクってすることがあって。あ、ごめんなさい。悪口を言いたいわけじゃなくて、はい。
I don't freaking care if you badmouth him. Go ahead. Nobody gives a frick.
圧が。
Still doing my best not to laugh, I watch as Senpai squirms in embarrassment. Despite how timid she is, she can be surprisingly blunt. I bet if she just opened up a little bit more, she'd get along with everyone. But in order to make that possible, I've got to get her safely out of Rig Veda.
よし行きましょうその人格変わるのも了解です
もう一人の私が迷惑かけちゃったらすみません。
いえいえ頼りにしてます
はい。新見さんがうまくなじめるように私も頑張ります。
It's weird seeing her, like, so close like this. Because she's got, like, this cute face now, right, with this new sprite. I feel like they made it a little bit more cutesy. And then she just has this huge rack. It's very anime-esque, okay? It very much fits an anime character.
3とかいいですよ
I guess what I'm trying to say is because, like, when you're looking at her like this is kind of just a normal sprite, right? I mean, she's cute, she's pretty, right? Like, I would almost say she's more pretty than cute, but the other one's very more cutesy, it's more moe, if you want to call it that. And then when you're looking at her from the front, you don't really see how big her boobs are. But when you're looking at it from the side, you're like, oh, they are pretty big, huh? Because, like, let's go back to here.
いえいえ
Like, look how much bigger they look from the side here. You're like, oh, these things are, like, sticking out. They're like, she's putting some watermelons down her shirt, you know?
3呼び捨てでも年下ですし俺
呼び。
Gosh, and what is this? Like, yeah, see, they look really huge from the side. It's like very, I don't know. It almost looks like this shoulder here, like that's where she's supposed to stick out, and then the boobs are just like almost the entire width of her body. It's actually kind of insane. But I do like how they made her face a little bit cuter. Maybe that's why I like her more.
新見さんは新見さんという感じなので。
なるほど本当好きに呼んでくれていいので
You can call me whatever you want.
はい。
じゃあ行きましょうよろしくお願いします
はい。お願いします。
All right. Let's go meet these guys. Let's stop messing around here. They act like they're two teenagers falling in love or something. Couldn't happen, right? Get to our feet and start walking to the shrine of the White Serpent's relic. Now then, time to put on my traitor face. I need to throw away my morals and act like a true scoundrel. If I can't help the others fight the evil eyes user, I need to at least handle all the dangerous jobs leading up to that confrontation. I'm determined to find proof that it's Ghost. Oh boy. I feel like this is not going to go well, but we'll see. I'm up for it. It only takes a few minutes to reach the rendezvous point. Along the way, I go over my list of objectives one more time. First, find proof that Ghost is the evil eye's user. Second, find out what the evil eye looks like. Lastly, most importantly, make sure those two don't find out that Kosaka Senpai is working with me. I'm the one who roped her into this mess. I absolutely cannot do anything that'll put her in danger. I need to make sure if things go south that I'm the only one taking the fall.
お優しいかける様。私のことなど使い捨ててくださって構いませんのに。喜
Guys,
んで捨て石になりますわ。
I'm still learning to deal with her other personality, okay? Like I'm more into the regular Kosaka because she's kind of quiet, she's observed, that's nice. And then you got this personality and this who knows what to make of this one.
Yeah.
But I'm sure my opinion will change too because she was already getting pretty close to us in the last route and she was being nice. So Senpai's already switched to her other personality. She's being quite forward. It's kind of awkward. Yeah, I like how she always undoes this and just shows her boobs. Like, that's the only way I really knew that she had, like, huge boobs is because she did this all the time. I could say she could call me whatever she wanted, but Kakuru-sama is a bit much. Though I can't say I dislike it. Frickin' this guy, he just... anything a girl wants to call him, he's like, oh yeah, okay, go for it.
司令官さんもゴーストさんも
Oh,
す
we
でに
have a
到
new...
着しているそうです。
So we have like a new side angle for her.
心の準備はよろしく。
She's doing the... yeah, sure, we're mentally prepared.
はい。
As much as we'll ever be. Brace myself and walk towards the shrine entrance. I've already messaged Kujo and Sora to let them know the meeting's about to start. They both told me to be careful, that's all. Of course, I have every intention of proceeding with caution. I might have decided to trust Senpai, but it doesn't mean I should be letting my guard down. I need to think about how to adjust my course of action if they see through my plan. If I screw up, they might kill me. Which is why I've been doing everything, well, most things in my power to raise odds of success. Now it all comes down to how well I can act. Let's do this.
かける様
I really still do feel like Sophie should have gave him the fire artifact so he at least had some kind of power. He doesn't really have anything to show them, and I feel like they're not going to be as interested in him.
はい。
Senpai stops right in front of the entrance to the shrine.
まずは私から話します。かける様はただそばに。
最初はってことですね。わかりました。
いえ、最初から最後までただ黙ってそばに。
Oh yeah, because they're going under the premise that she's using her power, right?
最後まで。
はい。私に操られているという設定なのでしょ。かける様が率先して発言してしまったら簡単に見破られてしまいますわ。
That's true.
ああ、なるほど。めっちゃ俺が喋る気でいました。うさんくさいですね、それ。
どうか私にお任せくださいまし。ですが、もし露見してしまったときはお願いいたしますわね。
そうならない方がいいんです。
私としてはそちらの方が好ましい展開なのですが。では、行きましょう。
I love that she said that with this super happy smile. She's just like, that would be more fun if that happened, but we'll just see where it goes. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Senpai strides into the shrine. I fall a little ways behind her, trying my best to look like one of her enraptured followers. The version of Senpai is so bold and it's kind of reassuring. For now, I'll let her do all the talking. I'm happy to do so if it makes it more believable that I'm being controlled.
来たか。
The two of them are standing in a rather secluded corner of the shrine grounds. Commander Renya Takamine looks confident, and Ghost is chewing gum with an annoyed expression on her
ご
face.
きげんよう。司令官さん、ゴーストさん。申し訳ありません。
いや、時間通りだ。
前置きはいらねえ。さっさと始めようぜ。
Ghost spits her gum on the ground and gives me a withering glare. I do what Senpai told me and just stand there silently. I try my best not to meet Ghost's gaze and look as absent-minded as possible. Fortunately, I can't help but watch Takamine as he takes a tissue out of his pocket and scoops a wad of gum off the ground. For someone who likes playing the villain, he's surprisingly upright.
そいつが仲間になりたいって
You know, if he's picking up trash and gum off the floor and throwing it away, you know, he can't be too bad, right? He seems like the kind of guy who would be making evil plans, you know? But he's also the kind of guy that would be putting his cart back at the store, right? So, is he a bad person? Who knows? I feel like anybody who puts the cart back must be somewhat of a decent person.
少し違いますわね。仲間になりたいのではなく、仲間にしてしまいました。
どういうことか説明したまえ。
言葉の通りです。私、かける様のこと、とても気に
Senpai scoots closer to me and hugs my arm.
私の力で
She flashes Commander and Ghost a playful grin. I can feel her boobs pressing against me. This is where the plan goes wrong. Man, this is not the time to be thinking about this kind of crap. I need to focus, but my stupid virgin brain keeps getting me distracted.
なるほど。君の傀儡にした。
傀儡なんて、そんな言い方しないでくださいまし。
Oh, yes,
ただ
of course.
心を通い合わせただけですわ。
A heart to heart. Yep, that's all it is.
それはすまない。
とにかく、私決めましたの。この方を仲間にしますわ。
ふむ。
Commander puts his hand on his chin and narrows his eyes, scrutinizing me. Probably not a good idea to let him see into my eyes. He might figure out we're lying.
彼に力を使ったこと。すでにバルハラソサイエティは察知しているか？
I love so much that he's taking them so seriously. Like, he is like the Valhalla Society. We gotta be aware of them, you know? Do they know that you've done this?
彼と思いが通じ合ったのは、つい先ほどですから。
なるほど。では、まだ知られてはいない。
でしょうね。
おそらく彼はバルハラソサイエティの中心となる人物。よくやったエンプレス。もはや敵ではないな。
He's like, yes, this will work perfectly for my plans.
エンプレス。早速彼から。
嫌ですわ。
何？
彼を利用するために力を使ったわけではありませんもの。
エンプレス。わがままを言うのはよしたまえ。今は戦争中なのだぞ。我々リグベータとバルハラソサイエティとの。
興味ありませんわ、そんなの。
まったく。奔放なのは結構だが、少々君はリグベータのメンバーとしての自覚が。
おい
Ghost suddenly interrupts Takamine, an irritated frown on her face.
もう一度聞きたいんだが
何でしょう。
そいつに力を使ったんだな。
ええ、
嘘だな。
Yeah, I figured Ghost wasn't gonna be convinced. She seems to be pretty, keen-eyed when it comes to things. Senpai and I gulp. She's not just suspicious, no, she's sure of her deduction. She totally knows.
お前に操られている連中見たことあるぜ。正義がねえくせにニヤニヤして気持ち悪いったらありゃしね。
That is true. I feel like he's not acting as much like that.
こいつはちげえな。目つきがまるでちげえ。
言いがかりはよしてくださいまし。私はかける様を。
いえ、先輩、ありがとうございます。
かける様？
Senpai gives me a startled look and Ghost scoffs at us.
つまんねえ小芝居しやがって。何が目的だ？
I mean, honestly, this is probably for the better. Like she said, this was gonna be more interesting anyway, so.
わかった。そう敵意を向けないでくれ。
I gently disentangle my arm from Senpai's grasp and raise my hands in surrender. My life is riding on how well I can convince these guys I've changed my mind about them. Fortunately, I prepared for a scenario like this. Time for plan B. Well, what have you guys been doing? Why do you need plan B? One way or another, I need to trick these two into believing I'm on their side.
先輩、すみません。俺が臆病なばかりに嘘をつかせてしまって。
いえ、そんな。
ゴーストの言った通りだ。俺は先輩の能力にかけられちゃいない。
ほう。
あっさり認めやがった。張り合いのねえやつ。俺らを騙してただで済むと思ってんのか？
I'm
あ？
curious what he's gonna say.
待ってくれ。話を聞いてくれ。
聞いてやる必要な。
まあ待てゴースト。臆病と言ったな。どういう意味だ？
Is he gonna say they're like dating or something? Is he gonna say something like that?
その通りの意味だよ。
何？
恥ずかしかったんだよ。なんつうか動機が不純つうか単純つうか。
Hmm.
不純だと。
そうだ。だからお前たちに知られたくなかった。
君がスパイだということがか？
ちげえよ。俺は先輩に惚れたんだ。
Okay, so I was a little close. Feels like time slowed to a crawl. Both Ghost, who hasn't visibly shown any emotion other than irritation this whole time, and Takamine, who's been keeping up his Chunin persona, looks absolutely floored. This was probably the last thing either of them were expecting. But I mean, I think it's a good excuse, which is why I chose this particular story to go with if they called their bluff. Some crappy excuse would probably just make me look more suspicious, but what about the crappiest excuse possible? It's so lame they might disbelieve it. After all, no one would expect an excuse this dumb to be a lie. Basically, the more ridiculous and unbelievable my lie, the more likely they are to believe it. I'm not crafty enough to come up with a good alibi, but I might be enough to fool them with one that's so bad it's good. I like this plan, actually. Okay, I'm coming on board to this. Fortunately, even if they don't completely believe me yet, their bewilderment has bought me some time. I just have to tell my story before they get over their shock.
ほらな、そういう反応になるだろ。だから言いたくなかったんだよ。この際だから全部ぶっちゃけるかな。リグベーダの理想とかどうでもいい。全く興味がない。いや違うな、素直に話す。嫌いだ。人殺しを容認なんてできないからな。俺には全く賛同できない。でもお前たちの仲間になれば先輩と一緒にいられる時間が増えるだろ。それだけだ。なんかおかしいかよ。
いいえ、何もおかしくありませんわ。
Okay, I actually think this is the most believable way he could approach this. He is not lying. Hey, I don't agree with your ideals. And that's very in character for him. They know him as that character, right? They know him as that kind of person. Yeah, I think this is probably a solid plan now. Okay, I see where this is going. Except I grabs to my arm again. Of course she knows I'm putting on an act. I felt bad about telling such a stupid lie, especially since it involves her, so I got her permission to go with this plan if they found out I wasn't actually under her control. I even asked her if it'd be okay to say we're dating if necessary. The plan had been to put on this ridiculous charade by myself, and I told Senpai all she had to do was stand back and watch. But it seems like she wants to play along to make it more believable. Man, this is really the best thing I could come up with. I'm really sorry you have to go along with such an idiotic strategy, Senpai. No. I actually think this is probably the most solid strategy they could have used.
私から提案しましたの。私の力に操られたということにしましょう。私も気持ちは同じ。ですが、素直に明かしても受け入れてもらえないことは分かっていました。だって、あなた方はバカになさるでしょ。私どもの愛を。
Such a good plan. It's so dumb it'll work.
いや、バカにはしないが。
あら、ゴーストさんはそうではないご様子ですが。
Just look at freaking Ghost's face.
ああ、バカにしてるよ。そんな理由で仲間を裏切るか普通。
Hey, love will make you do some crazy things, guys.
ひどいですわね。そんな理由だなんて。
惚れた女のそばにいたい。至極真っ当な理由だろうが。
魔性の女に狂った男。わからないでもないが。
理解できるほどの経験ねえだろてめえは。
Immediately calls Ghost out. You have no experience with women, don't even.
経験はなくとも知識はある。人の歴史にその事実が刻まれているのだからな。
He just openly admits it.
だからわかる。わかるか。一つ聞きたい。
なんだ。
彼女のどこに惚れた？
どこって。
I wasn't expecting that, but I can't take too much time to think. I've got to keep
言
talking.
えないのか？
一目惚れなんだ。言葉にするのが難しい。ただ、
ああ、聞かせてくれ。
I just love the way he's so curious. He's like, yes, what did you like about her? I'm curious. I'm very interested.
まず、見た目が好みだ。
Oh no, he's just gonna say it. I mean, it's not It's not inaccurate.
性格も本人を前にして言うのは恥ずかしいが
Please, is Kakeru going to say what I think he's gonna say?
聞かせてくださいまし。
Okay, I'm not gonna withhold till I hear what he says.
はい優しいし普段のおどおどしてる
Okay,
時
he's
は
not saying what I thought he would.
守ってあげたくなるしこっちの性格も包容力がある
I thought he was gonna start saying that he likes the side of her that's very domineering and he likes being a little bit submissive. I thought he was gonna say something along those lines.
それにそう
He was gonna say something like, I like the way she belittles me and things like that.
胸がでかい
Really, my guy? I mean, it's true, but did you need to say this?
ほ
He's like, oh, now that you say it, it actually is true.
あ
あらあら、かける様ったら。
Senpai's laughing it off, but I totally screwed up there, didn't I? Suddenly break out a cold sweat. I know it's hard to stop yourself when you're spouting off whatever comes to mind, but that was really rude. Hell, it's just straight up sexual harassment. But now I've crossed that line, I have to take it all the way. It's time to go. I feel like that's what he does anyways.
そうだ俺は先輩の胸に惚れた
マジかよ。何言ってんだこいつ。
Ghost is like, dang, I might be a little bit psycho, but this guy takes the cake.
う胸ときたかちなみに
おい、お前も話広げようとすんな。
いや聞かせてくれ君の仲間九条宮子女子も
He's gonna ask
な
this.
かなかのサイズだったように見受けられたが
そうだな確かに九条もでかい背が小さいから余計にでかく見える先輩の方がでけえんだよ
Why do I have to read this, guys? Sorry, Kucho, please don't hate me. I absolutely cannot let her find out I said these things. Really though, I'm super sorry. I won't ever be able to tell you why I'm sorry, but please believe that I'm being sincere. Also, I'm really sorry that you have to hear me spew out all this vulgar crap, senpai, but it's too late to go back now, so please don't stop me.
今までは確かに九条が気になっていただがな先輩と出会っちまったんだよそうなると話は違ってくるんだよ
He's gonna say, I've realized I'm a boob guy, and the bigger, the better.
俺は一番胸のでかい女のそばにいたいそういう男だ俺は先輩の胸のために九条や妹を裏切るためらいや後悔など
Ghost is like, this idiot.
かける様、素敵ですわ。
Like how it was, though I appreciate you backing me up here, senpai. Plus, by throwing away my pride, it looks like I managed to fool these two. I'm pretty sure no one expected Spy to sink this low just to keep the cover from being blown. Bet these two are totally fine with me joining now, huh?
君の名は
かける新見かけるだ
新見かける
Winter scowls angrily at me as he approaches us. Did I mess up?
Huh?
We're all buddy now. He grabs my left hand. Wait, hang on. Is this a handshake?
君とは仲良くなれそうだ
Alright. We need to look at this for a second. There's so much going on here. Kakuru's like, wait, frick, he bought it. Renya's just like, a boob guy. Okay, we can get along now. Freaking Ghost is just like, really? And then I just love freaking Haruka the best. Just oh, this is the best right here, guys. This is the best. Ghost looks utterly nonplussed. Honestly, I'm a little shocked and kind of worried myself. I mean, this is the development I was hoping for, but I figured these two would be disgusted with me after I started going off about how much I loved it. I guess dialing the meter up to 11 actually
君を
works.
歓迎しようリグベーダへようこそ
Ah, yes, we're comrades now.
マジかよ。おい司令官さんよ。てめえ正気か。信じたのかよ、あんなクソみたいな話をよ。
その点では彼とは趣味が合わないしかし
Oh no, is he gonna say he's a butt guy? Colonel lets go of my hand, twirls around, spreading his
渋
arms
さに
wide.
注ぐその情熱に熱意に潔さに私は感服した感動した
This guy's even dumber than we are.
逆にトウゴーストこれほどまでに真摯に赤裸々に己が欲望をぶちまけた彼のどこを疑おうというのだ
Can we just mention that he's over here like T-posing or whatever, and then Kakeru still has his hand out. And then meanwhile, Haruka still has the same expression. She's like, okay,
Yeah.
just letting this happen.
疑う余地などない彼はもう我々の同志だ渋さのもとに我々は
Okay, maybe he was saying he disagreed without the part about like killing and stuff for their ideals, but he's like, yes, breast will unite us.
やっべえ、こいつ思った以上にアホだ。
貧乳ということは司令官さんの好みは
気持ち悪いこと言うんじゃねえ。殺すぞ。
She's like, I'd rather drop dead than get whip commander.
あら怖い
Thanks to my ridiculous monologue, it seems the situation has been resolved. Well, if not peacefully, at least without bloodshed. At the very least, no one's on edge now. Looks like I managed to fool Takamine, so I doubt they'll kick me out. But Ghost is still suspicious. He's definitely a lot sharper than Takamine. Well, yeah, that's obvious. I need some kind of trump card to dispel even her skepticism.
歓迎しようようこそリグベータへ
あとこれからよろしく。
ああまずは君のコードネームを考えなくては
Oh, I want to see this. So what are they gonna name him?
コードネーム
I'm not even gonna guess. Just I want to know.
その通り君にふさわしい名を
Whoa.
そんなもの考える必要はない
What the frick? Yuki, what the frick are you doing here?
Eh?
I could sense someone staring daggers in my back. Is she doing this to like sell us more? The leader of the Valhalla Society, Noah
お
Yuki.
お君か彼を連れ戻しに来た
いいえ
She slowly closes her eyes. Oh frick, she's just going for it. Okay, her left eye is glowing with the stigma that all artifact users bear.
裏切り者の始末に
Oh frick.
何
待てユキ。
すべて見ていた問答無用 G オーダーアクティブ
待て俺の話を。
パニッシュメント
Oh frick, are we actually gonna see what her power does? What the? I can't
か
move.
ける様あなたかける様に何を拘束しただけ罰するのはこれから罪状は言うまでもないわね
Dang,
そ
okay.
の罪身をもってあがなうがいい
待て。
問答無用と言ったアカシックレコードアクセス
何アカシックレコードだと
我招く無因の勝劣に慈悲はなくあまねく役を逃れる術もなし
まさかこれは
Takamine looks shaken. Is Yuki chanting some kind of spell? Does she have to do that to activate her powers? Wait, is she seriously intending to
かける様立てまして仕方ありませんわね彼女は私がかける様汝その封印なる封印の中で安息を得るだろうとわに儚く
What the frick is she doing?
やはりこれは極大魔法の栄唱か
我は命ず汝悠久の時陽凶の参加をコンダクたる眼で見続けよ
I just love how chuny this is, but like it's also a serious moment.
あなたの顔も見飽きたわ
みんな逃げろ
Commanders are getting
ファイナリ
scared.
ティ
くだらね
Ghost is just like, screw you. Ghost shoots out something that grazes Yuki, interrupts her incantation. She then takes a few steps towards us.
え。たくてめえらの中二ごっこ遊びに付き合うのはうんざりだぜ。ユーザーはこんなのばっかりなのか？あ？
Really? I just think it's funny.
や
I love
る
it.
ってんならさっさとやれよ。さあ来いよ。さあやろうぜ。
私の目的は その裏切り者の始末、今あなたたちと刃を交えるつもりはない。
ひよってんじゃねえよ。もうてめえは俺たちにも喧嘩を売っちまってんだよ。
ゴーストの言う通りだ。彼はもうリグベーダの一員、見捨てることはできん。彼へ刃を向けるというのなら、リグベーダの総力を挙げて受けて立とう。
カケル様、お怪我はございませんか？
はい、ありがとうございます。
許しがたいですわね。暴力は嫌いですが、カケル様を害するというのならば、私も黙ってはいられませんわ。
ユキ、悪いが俺はそっちには戻らない。
多勢に無勢、引かせてもらう。新見かける、バルハラソサイエティを裏切った罪、必ずあがなってもらう。
おい、このまま逃がすと思ってんのかよ。
ええ、思っているわ。 G オーダーアクティブ。
バルキュリアよ、教えてやろう。魔王からは逃げられ。
バニッシュメント。
You just gotta freeze them. Suddenly my surroundings go dark. Doesn't last long, only a few seconds or so, but by the time everything returns to normal, Yuki's nowhere to be
一
seen.
体どういうことだ。
Wait, did she just like make everyone go blind temporarily? Like she like blacked out everything.
3分だ。
何？
3分間俺たちは間抜け面でぼーっと突っ立ってたんだよ。
Oh frick, she froze us.
なんだと。彼女に時を止められたとでも言うのか。
そこが知れねえな。
Dang, so we got to see Yuki's power quite well.
面白いじゃねえか。
Apparently she can freeze you in place, and she can just straight up freeze time. Okay. Ghost seems awfully happy about this turn of events. Did Yuki really stop time? Not only can she stop people in their tracks, she can even stop time itself. Well, Ghost is happy because now she knows what her ability is, so she can formulate a way to get around it. Certainly a lot more to her power that meets the eye. No wonder she's so confident in her abilities.
バルハラソサイエティ、相手にとって不足なしといったところか。全員無事だな。
I will say, us getting to join Rig Veda is actually a really cool turn of events, because I feel like we get to get more time with them. We get to know these characters more, and we get more of an inside look at how their operation works. I will say, this is actually pretty cool that they're doing this.
もちろんです。かける様、本当にお怪我はありませんか？
And then, yeah, naturally, we're getting more time with Haruka as well.
はい、大丈夫です。攻撃はされなかったので。
まさかあれほど反対していたゴーストが彼をかばうとはな。
ああ、何言ってんだてめえ。
彼も我々の仲間。
知らねえよ。勝手にしろ。
了承と受け取ろう。
いいのか？
仮にてめえが何か企んでいたとしても、全く障害にならねえ雑魚だってことが分かった。
I mean, to be fair, we don't even know what our power does, so.
勝手にしろよ。敵とも味方とも思わねえ。雑魚に興味はねえ。
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they let him in, though, without even, like, knowing what his ability does or anything.
わかった。勝手にする。助けてくれてありがとな。
気持ち悪い。
So we're already getting a lot done, because, I mean, this is episode 2. I feel like we've just found out what her power is. We're joining Rig Veda. Like, they're actually getting into things pretty quickly, which I like. I feel like sometimes, like, the first so many episodes are just kind of slow. Like, episode 2, we had, you know, stuff going on by the 3rd episode there. And then I feel like after that, it kind of slowed down a bit. I wonder if this one's just going to pick up the pacing a little bit. Even if she doesn't trust me, it looks like she's willing to let me into Rig Veda.
まったく素直じゃない。私も行くとしよう。君のコードネームはまた後日考えようじゃないか。
ああ、わかった。ああ、いや、そういえば3年でしたよね。タメ語ですみません。
気にするな。我らはもう同志なのだから。では、さらばだ。
Look at that. We made some new friends. If you want to call them that. Takamine flashes me a winsome smile and walks away. I stare at his retreating back until he's out of sight. We have a sigh of relief.
先輩ありがとうございます。なんとかうまくいきました。
いいえ、お力になれたのなら何よりですわ。
潜入はひとまず成功って感じですね。あとはどう証拠をつかむか。作戦を練らないと。
今日はゆっくりと休まれては大変な一日でしたし。
Yeah, let's not push it.
ああ、そうですね。今日は本当にありがとうございました。駅まで送ります。
ありがとうございます。ですが、それは少々。
まずい。
Smiling senpai latches onto my arm. She pushes her boobs against me without hesitation, enjoying my flustered
司
reaction.
令官さんはともかく、ゴーストさんはとても鋭い方です。念には念を入れた方がよろしいかと。
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. We should get pretty close to each other, huh? Okay.
念には
はい。あんな嘘をついてしまったのですから、恋人らしく振る舞いませんと。
Dang, like, are we already gonna be, like, getting a little buddy-buddy pretty early on?
ああ、なるほど。
つまり、デートのお誘いですわ。もう少しだけ、二人の時間を楽しみましょう。
Alright, let's freaking do it.
ああ、はい。あ、飯をおごります。一緒にどうですか？
まあ、ぜひ。どうせなら、た
Oh,
ける様のお家で。
俺んちで？
okay.
ええ、
Trying to get some dessert
お店
too,
では
huh?
二人きりになれませんもの。
Suppose.
なるほど。なるほど。
さあさあ、行きましょう。
え、はい。
Senpai tugs on my arm, dragging me out of the shrine. I can't afford to relax just yet, but I managed to make it into Rig Veda at least. Senpai's right, I should take it easy for the rest of the day and plan for the steps ahead. The real hard part's yet to come. We buy hamburgers from the station on our way back, then head to my place.
どうぞ入ってください。
Dang, things are moving along pretty quickly here,
お
guys.
邪魔します。
Oh, but it's regular Haruka.
適当に座ってください。
はい。
Trembling, Senpai sits down next to the table. Right after Commander and Ghost left, Senpai switched back to her original personality. Okay, so we have to go on a date with her then. That's nice.
すみません。
She let go of me pretty quickly, too. Dang, I kind of wish they would have shown the date then. I don't know why they skipped over it like that. That would have been cute to see. The point on she kept her distance. She was a nervous wreck the whole time we were walking to the fast food place and didn't relax on the way home. If she'd been the Empress persona, I probably could have held a conversation for more than a few seconds, but Senpai's nervousness was infectious, and I felt too awkward to say anything. It's been a little over a year since I started going to Hakusen Academy. For the most part, my school life has been pretty uneventful, but suddenly I've been spending a lot of time alone with girls. That is true. Just this past week, I've had Kujo, Sora, and now Kosuke Senpai come over to my place. Actually, I guess Sora doesn't count as a girl to strike her off the list. Not in this episode, she doesn't. Anyways, the point is that it's way too much excitement for a virgin like me.
夕食にはちょっと早いですけど、温かいうちに食べましょうか。
はい。そうですね。
I sit down across from Senpai and start taking out our hamburgers and potato chips and drinks out of the bag. My mind's still in a daze. First, I spent all afternoon terrified that my cover would get blown, and now I've got a girl in my room. Need to be more careful not to do anything that makes Senpai uncomfortable.
じゃあ、食べる前にちょっと電話いいですか？
はい。どうぞ。
先に食べててください。
いえ、待ってます。
すみません。すぐ終わると思うんで。
Take my phone out of my pocket and hit the call button. The dial tone only lasts for a few seconds before she picks up.
無事潜入できたよね。
ああ、ありがとう。本当に助かった。
Huh. And not very angry Yuki is on the other end of the line. Of course, I wasn't expecting her to actually be angry considering we worked together to concoct that little charade ahead of time. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was planned or not. I thought maybe she was just doing that on her own. But yeah, Yuki is not the kind of person who would do something like that. The idea was if things went south, she'd jump in to save my hide. And if things looked like they were going well, she showed up to call me a traitor and rough me up a little to make the deception more convincing. The way I screwed up... That way, if I screwed up, I wouldn't get killed, and if I succeeded, Rig Veda would firmly believe I had betrayed my friends. At first I was worried I was laying it on too thick and Yuki herself wasn't too keen on playing the part, but in the end it worked out in our favor. Honestly, if I was really trying to be careful, I should have asked Kujo and Sora to hide somewhere nearby too, but seeing as Sora's stealth abilities don't work on ghosts, it would have been risky to bring too many people as backup. Yeah, I feel like Yuki is definitely the best, because Yuki says that she can she says that she can handle all of them, like, just by herself, so I'd be curious to see if that's going to happen here soon. So I figured she wouldn't arouse suspicion even if Ghost or Commander noticed she was there too early. As expected, she performed her role
勇気のおかげ
perfectly.
でなんとかなった。ほんと、ありがとな。
一つ釘を刺しておく。
ん？
私の言動に嘘はない。
Oh, okay.
分かっていないよね。私は本気であなたを罰するつもりだ。
Hey, don't threaten me with a good time, okay? I'll let you punish me.
なんで？
昨日も散々言ったけれど、私は嘘が嫌い。たとえ正義のためであろうと、人を騙す行いを許すことはできない。あなたはバルハラソサエティの正義を裏切った。それは覆しようのない事実。
You know, Yuki, are you hungry? I can get you some food. You know, food solves all these kind of problems.
適当に痛めつけてくれって。
適当で終わるはずがない。止めてもらえてよかったわね。
She's starting to scare me.
もっとも、あの場で本気で罰を下すつもりだったわけでもないけれど。
やっぱあの呪文ってわざとか？時間稼ぎっていうか、わざと止めさせようとしていたんだよな。
何の話？
違うと思う。わかった。
That means she actually needs that stupidly long chant to activate her powers. Nah, there's no way. There's gotta be part of her tuning
ま
act.
だ罰を下していないのは情状酌量の余地があるから。あなたの気持ちも理解はできる。どんな手を使っても石化事件の犯人を捕まえると。
I'll say she sounds very familiar to Megumin from Konosuba. I think they might have the same voice actor, and they're very much similar characters. I feel like if you literally dressed up Noah in Megumin's clothes, like, it would look very similar. There's gotta be freaking fan art out there of that somewhere. Someone needs to make it.
け
I
れ
need
ど
to see it.
バルハラソサエティの正義が揺るぐことはあってはならない。いずれ相応の罰を受けてもらう。
ちなみにどんな罰になるんでしょうか？
そうね。
You have to wait for your H scene in episode 4.
メンバー全員にパフェでもおごってもらおうかしら。
Can't believe that, guys. Would she do something that cruel to Kakeru? Crazy.
そんなのでいいの？
お望みなら存分に痛めつけるけれど。
パフェでお願いします。
ええ。本当は助けに行くつもりはなかったの。嘘に加担したくないから。けれど九条さんとそれから空からも連絡が来た。二人に心配をかけていること、夢忘れないことね。
Hey, you know, I could use a break from those two, so I'm not complaining.
それと心までリグベーダの闇に染まってしまったその時は。
大丈夫だ、そうはならない。だがそんなもしもがあったら。
ええ。それともう一つ。
But wait, there's more.
極大魔法の詠唱ずっとしたかったの。その機会を与えてくれたこと感謝しているわ。
Oh my gosh. I've always wanted to say that. Gosh, this sounds like a line from freaking No Game No Life. Like when they're talking about like lines from games they want to say, and then freaking Sora and Shiro just high five. I knew it. You really don't need that long chant to activate your powers.
せいぜいボロは出さないように。次は助けてあげられないから。
分かってる。
Freaking Noah is such a good character. I love her so much.
ええ。
With that, she hangs up on me. Yuki's too principled to fully endorse my methods, but it looks like she's willing to cooperate a little at least. Now I just have to make sure I do things right. One way or another, I need to get proof of my claims.
すみません、お待たせしました。
いえ、やっぱりグハオ女学院の人も仕込みだったんですね。
すみません、事前に話しておかなくて。
いえ、知っていたら不自然な反応しちゃったかもしれないし、それに新見さんの目を見て分かりました。余計なことしちゃいけないんだな。
ありがとうございます。
いえ、そんな。
Blushing senpai looks
も
away.
し計画のうちなら台無しにしちゃいけないと思って。あの時そう判断したのはきっと何か考えがあるはずだから信じようって。
ありがとうございます。
いえ、そんな。
まあ考えって言っても綱渡りでしたけどね。あんまり頭良くないんであれが限界でした。
No, I mean, it worked out really well.
うまくいったので
Yeah, I
これ
agree.
で良かったんだと思います。
ありがとうございます。食べましょうか。
はい、いただきます。
いただきます。
I pick up my lukewarm hamburger and take a bite. Oh, really? So they just went and got food and then came back. I thought they like both went and ate already. Both eat in silence. There's still a mountain of things I want to ask regarding Rig Veda, but I think we've discussed them enough for one day. I wonder what else we can talk about. Come to think of it, I know next to nothing about Senpai. What kind of food does she like? What hobbies does she have? Those feel like such template icebreaker questions to ask, though. Dang it, I can't think of anything good to say. I'm too tired for this crap.
いや、そうだ。思いつきでおごるとか言っちゃいましたけど大丈夫でした。
大丈夫？ハンバーガーは好きです。
いや、そうじゃなくて、夕飯家帰ったらあるよなって。
It is a little bit late.
大丈夫です。お母さんにはもう連絡してありますし。
Gosh, I wonder if her mom ever sees the other side of her.
そっか、よかった。先輩断るの苦手そうだからちょっと気になって。無理なことは無理って言ってくださいね。
Her mom probably is like Kyo or Ro from freaking Clanad. It's like they have like a very similar hair, similar color. It just makes sense if that's how it would be.
この状況、もう一人の先輩なら余裕そうですけど、今の先輩にはちょっと辛いのかなって。
大丈夫です。本当に今男の子は苦手なんですけど、新見さんはとても優しい方なので。
Huh. She must have not heard our whole spiel with Commander.
優しい。
潜入しようって決めたの。私に危ないことさせないようにって。
I mean, yeah, of course that's true. That's probably the number one reason, but also we just need information about them anyways.
ああ、そうですね。裏切ったら先輩も狙われるでしょうし。
嬉しかったです。心配してもらえて。
いや、石化事件の犯人を探したいっていうのはこっちの都合ですから、先輩を巻き込むわけには。いや、もう巻き込みまくってんな。
I think she was bound to get involved in it at some point. I mean, it's kind of hard because she's a member of Rig Veda and we're trying to investigate Rig Veda as the culprits behind that incident. So, kind of impossible not to have her.
配慮してくださってますし、妹さんのことも他の方のことも心配しているんだなって伝わってきて。
That is true.
新見さんのこと怖くないです。大丈夫です。
Oh, that's good. She doesn't think we're scary.
そう言ってもらえると安心します。なんか何回も言わせちゃってすみません。
いえ、今も緊張してるけど、ちょっと楽しくて。
Good. I'm glad you're finding it
友
fun.
達と一緒にご飯食べたことなくて、あと男の子の部屋にも 来たことなくて初めてばっかりでもうそんな
Whoa, okay.
今の違いますすみません
Ah, okay, Haruka. The quiet but a little bit naughty type. I feel like that's what we're going towards.
とにかくはい新見さんは優しい方なのではい大丈夫です
I bet her H scenes would be pretty fun.
先輩こそ
はい
優しいですね。
いえそんな
くそ、恋人のふりか。俺ふりなんかじゃ満足できなくなっちまうかも。
Okay, let's go.
先輩門限とかありますか？
What is this cockaroo? Whoa, whoa. This branch is different, guys. What is going on here?
いえ
今日泊まっていきませんか？
Okay, freaking cockaroo.
俺もっと先輩と一緒にいたいです。
一緒いえとまりまし
This is a dream, isn't it? They actually doing this. What? There's a reason for this, right? Like, Kakaru hasn't suddenly become like super confident.
お風呂ありがとうございました
ごめん先輩、着替えそんなのしかなくて。
いえ大丈夫ですはい
Looks like what Kujo
じ
wears.
ゃあもう遅いし寝ようか。
はい
俺寝袋で寝るから先輩はベッドに。大丈夫、慣れてるから。
いい
I'm so
え何も
lost.
ないです
Why is this
明
happening?
かり消すよ。
はい
おやすみ先輩。
What?
先輩
はい
What is going on right now?
ごめん先輩、俺も我慢できない。
Don't even, like, they're not having an H scene this
そ
early.
んな切なそうな顔されたら先輩が悪いんだ。
ごめんなさい
そうやってすぐ謝るからいじめたくなる。
Is this a dream? Like, are we just dreaming right now? We're lucid
先
dreaming.
輩
We're literally dreaming while awake.
はるかはもう俺以外に謝ったりするんじゃねえぞ。はるかはるか、目閉じて。
What is this, guys? What's going on here? I feel a light impact to my chest. In an instant, the fog that had clouded my brain clears up and a wave of shame washes over me. Is this her power? Is that what was going on?
すみません、なんか俺。
違うんです
Oh,
私のせい
okay,
なんです
okay, okay,
私
okay.
の力のせいなんです
Okay, okay, okay. I was like, what is going on, Kakaru? Hello? What are you doing?
力。
So that's what
すみ
happened.
ません、俺先輩に魅了されて。
How long was he being charmed? Is that why she stayed over?
違うんです魅了なんかじゃないんです
魅了じゃない。
Yeah, I mean, she said before it's not like just straight up charming. I'm just using that because that's what he keeps saying. Why was I acting like I was starring in a cheesy porno? I don't know, my guy. You tell me. The only other thing I can think of is I was definitely glancing over at Senpai's boobs a lot, so maybe the reason I got so aggressive was...
もしかして先輩の能力って他人の欲望を増幅するとかそんな感じだったりします？
違います新見さんじゃないです
あ、
私のです
Oh. So I was close. Okay. Not quite, though. Not quite. Interesting. Okay. This would be a very dangerous skill to have on presumably a 16-year-old girl. Because I remember dating, and when I dated a 16-year-old girl, 16-year-old girls are wild. Okay, they think of some weird stuff. Okay. Okay.
私の
Interesting. Okay.
他人じゃないです。私の欲望を現実にしちゃう力なんです。
So maybe a part of her wanted to be surrounded by guys, or maybe a part of her wanted somebody to like her.
全部私の妄想です。新見さんがおかしくなったのは私の妄想のせいなんです。
Okay, it all makes sense now. Interesting. Okay.
も
I see.
ごめんなさい。本当にごめんなさい。
She was thinking about some interesting stuff there at the table. Senpai covers her beet red face with her hand. She's talking way faster than usual. So, hang on. If this happened because of Senpai's fantasies, does that mean she wanted me to do something like that to her? Senpai, hello. Is this your fetish? Is this really your fetish, Senpai?
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
I wouldn't even say it's a fetish. It's just she'd imagined a scenario. She just wanted him to, like, make a move. She looks really hot, rolling around in my bed with her shirt half unbuttoned. Wait, this isn't the time to be staring.
先輩
落ち着けないです。
I don't think we've ever seen her use her power, though, without being in her Empress persona.
いやまあそうですよねでも俺どきます
I finally remember that I'm still straddling her and hurriedly get off the bed. I also pull the covers over Senpai so I don't get tempted. Interesting. Okay, that was a funny way to show what her powers are. While I'm at it, I turn the lights back on too. Darn, I didn't notice the thing before, but I'm covered in sweat. Thank God I stopped when I did. No, really, I'm glad Senpai stopped me. I mean it. I'm not secretly wishing she kept controlling me until we went all the way or anything. Who am I even trying to make excuses for here?
本当にごめんなさい。
Senpai pokes her head out of the covers, but she doesn't meet my gaze. In fact, she's doing her best to look anywhere but in my
た
direction.
だ力がうまく使えないせいでその妄想が垂れ流しに。
妄想が現実になってしまう
That's a pretty strong power, though. I mean, you gotta be careful with that one.
はい。
Because I wonder to what extent. Does it just control people, or can it manifest things that aren't really there? Like, if she wanted to be rich, could she manifest actual money?
それってつまり考えたことが現実になる
I mean, I think that's incredibly powerful.
そうです。
That's like a way cooler power than I
すごい力
thought,
じゃ
though.
ないっすか
Yeah, that is a very overpowered ability, but that's like way cooler than I imagined.
でも
I actually like that way better.
ろくなことに使えてないので妄想ばっかりで。
朝のも先輩の妄想ってことですか
違うんです。
Senpai shoots out of bed, and this time she meets my gaze. I wonder, so her Empress personality, I wonder if her Empress personality is like making things happen, you know?
本当にあれは違うんです。
Because I'm assuming they're like as if they were two separate people, so maybe the other one wants to be treated like she's royalty and have men like fawning over her.
いや俺もなんかすみません
そうじゃないんです。あれは
Because we saw her like normal personality surrounded by guys. I don't think she liked that, so.
確かに思いました。思っちゃいました。力に目覚めた時、この力があれば、でもちょっと思っただけなんです。本当にそうなりたかったわけじゃないんです。それなのに力がうまく使えないせいで勝手にあんな状況になっちゃったり。
Okay, so that would explain the first time where she was surrounded by guys and she was acting all kind of shy and stuff, and then the next time we saw her, she was in Empress form and she liked it.
それと
Okay.
もう一人の私がそうしたいって勘違いしてて勝手に力を使ったり、つまり違うんです。確かに私妄想癖があって性欲も強いですが
性欲
性欲も人一倍強いですが
先輩大丈夫です。そこ強調しなくて大丈夫です。
たくさんの男子に好かれたいわけじゃないんです。それだけは誤解しないでほしいんです。
It's okay. We understand. We know you actually do, but just kidding.
私はたった一人の王子様と。
Gosh, all these facial expressions. Somebody covers her face and flops back down on the bed. She's lying so still that I'm getting a little worried. The girl sure gets flustered easily. Honestly, I want to ask her more about the specifics of her power, but it's probably better to save that for tomorrow. The mood's gotten really awkward now, plus I'm feeling embarrassed too.
俺泊まって行ってくれなんて言っちゃいました。
Glance over to the clock. It's a little past 7 p.m. Wait, 7 p.m.? Why the hell did I suggest we go to bed this freaking early? Wait, no, this was probably Senpai's power at work. Her delusions made me do that. Now that I think about it, Senpai's thoughts are probably a mess right now, huh? She's probably wishing she could crawl in a hole and die.
先輩、今日はもう帰ります。先輩？
泊まってもいいですか？
Oh, okay.
ダメですか？
いや、むしろ先輩がいいんですか？
お母さんに友達の家に泊まるって言っちゃったんです。
はい。
私、友達がいないので、お母さ
Can't
ん
go back
とても
now.
喜んでて、今さら帰れないです。
なるほど。
泊まってもいいですか？
そういうことなら、どうぞ。
Gosh, their relationship's going a lot quicker than some of these other
あり
ones.
がとうございます。
ならせめて着替えましょう。ありますし、他にもちゃんとした服ありますし、スウェットとかジャージとか。
このままでもいいですか？男の子の部屋でこういう服着るの憧れだったんです。二度とこんな機会ないかもしれないので。
Oh, I'm sure you will.
なるほど。なるほど。
いいですか？
はい。どうぞ。
ありがとうございます。すみません。力を使いすぎたのか、すごくね。
はい。おやすみなさい。
おやすみ。
And she just passed out.
一瞬で寝たな。
I get up and pull the covers over Senpai again, then head to the kitchen. If I stay in the same room as her, it'll be hard to control my urges. Grab a water bottle out of the fridge and take a few gulps. Alright, let's process what we learned today. Senpai's power lets her turn her fantasies. Actually, for the sake of her dignity, let's rephrase that. Senpai's power lets her manifest her thoughts into reality. Sure, we can put it that way. Charming people is just one facet of the power, or rather, it's the means by which she's been making her ideas influence the real world. Which means that in order to materialize her thoughts, her artifact can probably exhibit a number of different powers. Oh yeah, her power, that has a lot of possibilities. Is that second personality of hers something she created with her own power? Has it always been there? Yeah, that could be entirely something. Like, she just wanted a different side of herself that was more bold and was able to handle things better. Yeah, actually, that could be the case. Too soon to tell, but even taking into account the fact that she can't control it that well, Senpai's ability is insanely strong. Anything she imagines will become reality. Her power can control other people to create that reality for her. That's basically invincible. All Senpai has to do is wish for it, and the evil eye user will wish for it. Senpai wished for that development back there. She wanted to be assaulted by me. If she hadn't woken up from her delusions, we probably would have gone all the way. Shake my head, chasing impure thoughts from my brain. At any rate, thank God we brought Senpai over to our side. If she ended up being our enemy, we'd be screwed. All she'd have to do is manipulate us of her imagination, and she wouldn't have to. She said she wouldn't want to do it with just anyone. She wanted her knight in shining armor, but in her fantasy, she was willing to do it with me. So does that mean she sees me as her knight in shining armor? Possibly. I don't think I've done anything particularly impressive to earn her trust, but wait, hang on. Am I interpreting this correctly? Does Senpai like me? Well, she did say she wants to stay over at my place. There's no way she'd say that if she didn't like me at least a little. I'm having a hard time organizing my thoughts because I keep getting distracted like this. Though I'm amazed Senpai can just fall asleep in a boy's room like this. She even said she preferred keeping my shirt on instead of changing to something more modest. Despite how shy she is, she's more bold than she looks. be honest, I'm having a hard time getting a handle on her personality. No, I feel like I understand her so much better now. Like, oh, okay, that's what your power is. Okay, I see how you're able to do the things you do. I still remember how soft her boobs felt. Oh my gosh. You felt her boobs all day, my guy. You're okay. If I close my eyes, the sensation comes back to me. I do my best to imprint that memory into my brain forever. You're so dumb. We'll worry about stuff like Senpai's power in our next course of action later. Right now, I need to focus on crystallizing that soft, squishy sensation so I never forget it. I absolutely can't forget it. Never, ever. Okay, Kakeru. Yeah, I'm gonna need a break from your... I don't even know what to call it. Gosh, that was all in a day. We're getting progress made, guys. That's for sure. Morning is here. But anyways, guys, I made this a little bit of a longer episode. I'm trying to do a little bit longer episodes sometimes when I have the time, just because I know y'all probably appreciate it. And I haven't been exactly like steady on my schedule of uploading these, but I'm gonna try to, now that I'm done with Corpse Factory, I'm gonna try to make this more of my main series, if you will. And then I'm still playing Loopers, but that's supposed to be a pretty short game, so that's not gonna take up too much of my time. And then hopefully, Please Be Happy is gonna come out soon. I want to play that by Studio Elon, so that'll be good. So whenever that comes out, I'm definitely gonna play that a lot. So. But for now, I'm just kind of chilling. I want to get through 9-9 and see what's going on here. I'm enjoying this, and I'm liking Haruka a lot more than I did before. I will say that. Especially now that we kind of know more about her ability. That's really cool. We got to see freaking Yuki's ability. That was awesome. Like, we're already having some big developments here. I'm hoping they'll keep the pacing going. And, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I will be seeing you in the next episode, which will be rather soon. Have a good one.